Our mighty storm shadows and our uncrewed sea systems have helped Ukraine achieve a breakthrough in the Black Sea. Not only has Russia lost fleets of 7 different surface ships, plus a submarine, but a Black Sea corridor has opened up for trade, allowing Ukraine to export 19 million tons of cargo, including 13.4 million tons of agricultural produce. At the end of last month, Ukrainian agricultural exports from its Black Sea ports have reached the highest level since when the war began, far exceeding what happened under Putin's Black Sea grain initiative. But as President Zelensky said to me when I visited, the UK's contribution has been monumental. And he pointed out that since the start of the conflict, the UK has sent almost 400 different types of capabilities to Ukraine. Together we've shown that when Ukraine gets what it needs, it can win, which is why the UK is continuing to step up our support. Last month, the Prime Minister announced we'll be investing a further £2.5 billion into military support for Ukraine, taking our total military package so far to over £7 billion, and our total support to over £12 billion, accounting for economic and humanitarian as well. So, Mr. Deputy Speaker, in that spirit, today I can announce a new package of 200 Brimstone anti-tank missiles in a further boost to defend Ukraine. These missiles have previously had significant impact on the battlefield, in one instance forcing Russian forces to abandon and retreat in an attempted crossing of a river. But members will recall, a few days ago, President Zelensky told the Munich Security Conference that an artificial deficit of weapons will only help Russia, and he is right. And so today, we're giving Ukraine more of the help they need, inflating their capabilities so they can defend freedom's front line. Other capabilities will also be coming their way too. Our UK-founded and administered International Fund for Ukraine has pledged more than £900 million to help Ukraine plug its gaps in its capabilities, delivering cutting-edge drones, along with electronic warfare, mine clearance capabilities, with millions worth of kit to come. And we're not just investing in weapons, but in the brave personnel who serve as well. Mr. Deputy Speaker, so far Britain has put more than 60,000 Ukrainian troops through their paces here in the UK. But Operation Interflex, our main training effort, is going to expand even further. I'm delighted to announce that Kosovo and Estonia are joining, and they've joined with us. Australia, Canada, Denmark, New Zealand, Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, Lithuania and Romania, all training Ukrainian troops here in Britain. And together we'll train a further 10,000 in the first half of 2024. And meanwhile, we're building the capability coalitions. Alongside Norway, we're leading a maritime capability coalition. So the UK will continue to double down on that support. And all freedom-loving countries must be compelled to do the same. This year will be make or break for Ukraine. So it's time for the West and all civilized nations to step up and give Ukraine the backing it needs. And if the cruel death of the remarkable, brave Russian opposition leader, Alexei Navalny, has taught us anything at all, it is that Putin's victory is something that none of us can afford. The tyrant of the Kremlin is determined to simply wait out the West. He believes that we lack the stomach for the fight, and we must show him that we are wrong. And this House may not be united on all matters, as we've seen in the last 24 hours, but we are united on one thing, and that is our support for Ukraine.
As the only non-American flag officer for the U.S. Naval Fleet, I have the privilege of every day working with extremely professional, reliable, and kind American sailors. And I can tell you those Americans are totally dedicated to their allies and partners. This pro visit, as you heard today, provides an opportunity for us to showcase a number of the navies of NATO and these ships and the men and women serving aboard them. And I hope you get to meet some as you walk around the ship, represent the dedication and professionalism of the NATO alliance. NATO sailors, aviator soldiers are absolutely exceptional. They are the best of the best, and I'm honored to work with them.
Forces. So we would be the maritime commander for UK forces to plan and command UK maritime activity, but we also stand up as a NATO maritime component commander. You've heard the context this morning for Steadfast Defender. This is one part of a much bigger piece that will see the whole of NATO exercising all the way from the sea, all the way up to the eastern border between January and June. And today really is the stepping off point as we build towards the maritime activity, which then moves in from the sea onto the land up on the Norwegian coast.
Aviators and soldiers from across multiple NATO nations, and that really is the key of the sailors. And you see my esteemed colleagues here, the Spanish Navy, the Spanish Armada well represented, UK Strike Force represented, and we'll have 12 different nations contributing ships, 7 different nations contributing Marines to the maritime fighting force as we continue to build interoperability. Beyond
The maritime part has been executed from the south of England up to the north and then across the whole coast of Norway. But in the second part, which is land heavy, it will be also carried out across all Central and Eastern Europe.
Close to operation, we also embark a doctor. So that gives us the ability to switch our role to role 1. This is not a hospital where you can get surgery, but in case there is an emergency, of course, and the life of someone is in danger, they will take all the measures necessary to preserve their life. We have a DTC capability also, which is linked to the Spanish Naval Hospital in Madrid. So in case the doctor and the nurse cannot diagnose which is the illness that they are suffering, they can do radiographic radios to see your bones.
X-rays.
X-rays, that's it. They cover. I'm not going to give you.
So the Aegis system.
The Aegis system is the whole. It's not just the spy with the combat system and everything on the combat information center and the combat equipment room. That's the whole Aegis. They call it.
Yeah, and obviously the name of the ship and the ship behind. Your legs there if you want your legs. You might want to use your legs for that.